Hi there, it's Nicole for Lawn Fawn, and today I have a card featuring the new Baaah Humbug stamps and coordinating dies. And I've used two of the cute sheep here from the stamp set with a greeting and then some accessories for this fun holiday card. I'm going to stamp these two sheep that are facing each other, also a Santa hat, and then the bow. These are all from the Baaah Humbug stamp set. And then this is a banner from the Penelope's Blossoms stamp set. And I chose it because it was the right size to work with the greetings that I'm using from Baaah Humbug. So I'm stamping the bottom line first, and then I will stamp the line above it so that the greeting reads, "All I want for Christmas is you," which is EWE, a kind of fun play on words. I'm going to start coloring in the sheep. I'm using some warm gray markers for the face, horns, and feet. I'm using warm gray 4, 6, and 7. The marker colors I'm using are shown in the upper left corner of the screen. I usually choose warm gray markers when coloring in animals and critters, just because of the undertones are a little bit warmer and I like that a little better. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit while I'm coloring to make it a little easier to see. For the actual white-ish fur on the sheep, I am going to outline a little bit with warm gray 3 and then start filling in with warm gray 1 and warm gray 00. At the very center, I'm going to blend out with the colorless blender. That gives it just a hint of color without actually coloring it in with too much color, and it doesn't make it look so stark white where it will stand out too much. Go ahead and color the other sheep exactly the same. Again, I'm going to outline the wool on the sheep with warm gray 3. Don't have to be terribly neat about that. Then I'll take warm gray 1 and blend that out, again kind of just going over what I've already colored. And then warm gray 00, blending that out and finishing with the colorless blender. For the Santa hat, bow, and the banner with the greeting, I'm going to use our 24, 46, and 39. I laid down my base color of R24, added my darkest color, which was R39, and then I'm going to blend or pull out that color with R46 and finish with R24. If any of it blends out too much, like it did on the bow, I'm going to go over some areas with the R39. Now for the banner, I did start out with R39, just kind of laid down a little bit of that dark color. I'm going to pull some of that out now with R46, my mid-tone color. And then I will fill in with R24 and really blend that out. Now I felt like I didn't add quite enough of the dark colors, so I'm going to go back with those colors and blend even more. Pull out that R46 a bit, then go back with R24 and blend it out. I'm going to grab all the, before I do that, I am going to stamp this little holly piece with the Lawn Fawn Noble Fur ink, and then I'll use the coordinating dies from both Baaah Humbug and Penelope's Blossoms to die cut all of these images. Go ahead, and I couldn't die cut both the Santa hat and the bow at the same time, so I'll have to run that through one more time. I stamped them too close together. Go ahead and lay all of those to the side. Then I'm going to take some of the Let's Bokeh in the Snow pattern paper, and I'm going to die cut that with a stitched oval die. Go ahead and pop that out. I'm going to just lay out my images and make sure that I like how everything looks. I want to frame up this little scene to add interest and really draw your eye into the adorable stamped images and greeting here for this holiday card. But I like to make sure everything's going to work before I go ahead and finish die cutting or adding the rest of those pieces. I'm going to use 2 of these stitched oval dies nesting together to die cut several frames from some black cardstock. This will just give me a nice stitched frame that I can place around that stitched oval that I already die cut from the pattern paper. I'm going to use 3 of these stacked one on top of another to give them a little bit of dimension. Go ahead and pop those out. Again, I'm just laying these out to make sure I like how that's going to look. And I think the black really draws the eye into the scene. I've also die cut a rectangle that's A2 sized using a large stitched rectangle die from some pattern paper, again from the Let's Bokeh in the Snow 6x6 paper pad. I'm going to adhere that to a white cardstock card base. That's going to completely cover the front of that card. And then I'm going to add a little liquid adhesive to one of my stitched black oval frames and place that right in the center of that background. Nice tone on tone background. I wanted it to have a little bit of pattern but not take away from the design of the card, and I love this particular color of pattern paper. It's very subtle. Then I'm going to place that bokeh looking background right in the center that I've die cut with the stitched oval. That's going to be the background for the center of my frame. Then I can go ahead and adhere my other 2 frames right on top of that. Again, I'm going to use that liquid adhesive. Just draw a little line all the way around. Secure that right on top of the first one. I'm using acrylic blocks to hold down the frames while the glue dries. And I'll go ahead and add my 3rd one. You could add even more if you wanted additional dimension. Next, I am going to add some foam adhesive to the back of the greeting banner. This is going to make it pop up a little bit, plus that will make it lay nicer against the dimensional frame. Line that up, and then I'm going to go ahead and secure the sheep right there on top of my banner. Make sure that that adhesive is all hidden behind the image. Secure both of those in place. I'm going to glue that little piece of holly. Oh, first I'll adhere the Santa hat with some little mini glue dots. Then I'm going to adhere the holly along the top part of the frame. Going to use a little liquid adhesive for that. I just noticed that I didn't add any color to the white brim of the Santa hat, so I'm going to just take my lightest warm gray markers and add just a tiny touch of color, not a lot, but it was a little too white there. I'm going to glue that in place. Then I'll take a little mini glue dot and place that in the center of my bow and attach that right to that black frame so it looks like it's hanging there. And then I'm going to take the Wink of Stella clear glitter brush pen and go over the Santa hat and the bow, as well as the banner, to add some subtle sparkle and a little bit of shimmer and shine. I'm going to take the little teeny tiny heart now from the Baaah Humbug stamp set, and I'm going to stamp that directly on that background. I colored it in with the R46 Copic marker. I originally just did the one, and then I decided I would go ahead and add a couple more hearts there, as well as a scattering of pretty pink posh sequins. So I'll stamp that heart just a couple more times, kind of up and to the right. Again, using the Memento Tuxedo black ink. This is a really tiny image, so I'm not going to worry about blending. Just color those in red. Thought maybe I might add another one and decided not to. Add some Wink of Stella, some sequins, and my card is all finished. Thanks for watching this video showcasing the Baaah Humbug stamps and dies from Lawn Fawn. The supplies I've used are listed and linked below the video on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.